Greetings and welcome to The Anchored Man right here on CITAM ChurchOnline. My name is Mr. Cole. Today I'm alone. My friend and co-host, Reverend Kimasha, is not with us, but he will be joining us in a little while. He, however, sends his love and regards to all of you, and he's looking forward to being here again. Now, in the next few days, we are actually headed to an amazing time where we will be making choices about the leaders we want. We'll be headed onto the polls, and will be an amazing opportunity for us to participate in the table of decision making concerning our lives, the quality of life we want to enjoy, and the destiny of our country, Kenya. And I thought it's important for us to just come together and have a conversation about the things we should do and the things we should not do in this electioneering period, so that we actually have a conducive environment to do our politics and make our decision. What must we not do in this time? The don'ts. Number one, do not spread propaganda or fake news or false information. Now, a lot of us thrive on this. The social media platforms are wild with every argument and conversations and discussions, and people are saying so many things. And in the process, a lot of us are speaking a lot of lies or unverifiable information, especially about the candidates in the opposing political divides. Please, let's exercise some sense of responsibility. Do not share, whether as a Facebook post, as a comment, or on your status, or forwarding it as messages to some of your contact friends. Please do not share anything that is not factual, that is not truthful, or that is not communicated through the right media houses or the handlers of the presidential candidates. However much you want to gain mileage for your political party or your presidential candidate of choice, please do not share information that is not true. Don't spread propaganda about the character of the opposing people in a bid to gain mileage for your political divide. As is often said, nobody goes up by pulling others down. Spend that time to tell us what your party leader is doing, what your presidential candidate will do. Let's cut on fake news. Let's cut on propaganda, so that we make sure that whatever is around us is actually factual and truthful and will help us make better and informed decisions and choices. Number two, do not use insultful words or vulgar language. I see a lot of it on social media. People are crazy, and some of us are saying things on the keyboard that we cannot say in person. You are so comfortable to write it because your face is out of the picture. Please, however much you are talking to people you've never known, they are not your brothers, they are not your cousins, they are not your friends, and you don't like a comment they have made, be the bigger person. Exercise some form of responsibility and maturity. However much you don't like people from the opposing political divide, please don't call them fools, don't call them idiots, don't call them minions, don't use those derogatory, I think that's the word, terms to them. Be mindful of language. And why is this important? Because again, as we always say, social media never forgets. And you will go there and you write something, and a few years later, it will come to bite you when you'll be seeking a favor from some office, when you'll be getting employed somewhere, and some screenshot will be shared and you'll be asked, is this you? Did you make this comment? You don't want to find yourself in such a bad place. And number three, do not take it personally. Please don't take it to heart. Keep it in your lungs, as my governor says, so that you just breathe in and out and it goes and comes back. Because politicians have been proven before that there is no long-term enemy or friend in politics. The people that you're running wild and crazy about today, they will cross camp tomorrow and they will go to the camp that you are annoyed about today. You will be left there with an egg on your face, trying to go back to your Facebook and deleting things you used to say about them now that they have joined the opposing side. So please don't take it personally. There will still be life after this. But importantly, what must we do in this political season? Number one, we have a responsibility to be ambassadors of peace. Please talk about it, write about it, comment about it. Let's speak the peace language, so that we make sure the environment around us is actually conducive for even our children. As a father at home, you're seated watching news in the evening. The presidential candidate of your rival ticket is on news, and they are saying things which you don't like. Please Don't just throw insults in the presence of your children or speak of them in a manner that stereotypes their community, so that as your children go to school the next day, they are stereotyping the friends who come from that community. You can do better. You can teach your children the peace language. You can teach them the tolerance language. You can teach them the understanding language, the bargaining language, so that we are able to tolerate one another, but more importantly, to spread this gospel of peace. Number 2, you have the responsibility to respect the choices of other people. Please, however much you feel like they are stupid or they are in the wrong political party, they are exercising their right to choice as much as you are exercising yours. Nobody has the monopoly of good choice, and I'm the only one who makes good choice in this country. In any case, if it goes bad, we will feel it, all of us, whether we made that choice or not. Please allow people to exercise their right to choice. It's given in the Constitution, and it's okay for them to express themselves that way. It's okay for them to relate with a political party or candidate that they feel they can relate with. It doesn't mean they are bad people. It does not mean they are not good because they don't think as you do. So please allow them to exercise their right and their freedom of choice. And lastly, you and I also have a responsibility, especially those of us that are believers, to pray about the elections. Let's pray about the political parties. Let's pray about the candidates all over the place. Let's pray about the IEBC, about the media, about all these stakeholders that will be playing critical roles in the election process that we are about to have in the next few days. But importantly, and this is the last one, I actually almost forgot, please, you have a responsibility to come out and vote. We'll talk about it more in our next video. Let's do that and make sure that the environment is good, conducive for our politics and for our existence with one another. Thank you for watching. God bless you.